That's perfect.
Yeah.
It's the Alabama Shakes on KRCL. That's from a live recording right here at your community radio station back in 2012. Before the Alabama Shakes had even released their debut album, they came down here before heading to a show at the Stateroom and played live. And that entire first part of the midday show were all bands that have played live here at KRCL. Cecilia Castleman, Michael Kiwanuka, Leo Nocentelli of the Meters, and Lucas Nelson from just last summer. We KRCL today, there's a room full of KRCL supporters, fans, and media for a big announcement. I'm going to throw to KRCL's Executive Director, Gavin Dahl, in the other room. Hi, Gavin.
Thanks, Eugenie. Welcome. I'm KRCL Executive Director, Gavin Dahl. Listeners Community Radio of Utah operates on the traditional ancestral homelands of the Shoshone, Paiute, Goshute, Navajo, and Ute tribes. We acknowledge KRCL's signal crosses the lands of Indigenous people from 8 federally recognized tribal nations, and we mourn the atrocities faced during colonization. For 4 decades, KRCL's program Living the Circle of Life has amplified a sense of belonging, preserving Indigenous connection through cultural expression, music, and interviews. We recognize and respect the elders, past and present, who have stewarded this land throughout generations, and honor the memory of our longtime station manager, Donna Land Maldonado, a Northern Ute tribal member. In our 47th year of broadcasting, we are launching a transformative project to expand this facility and create a new gathering place for community connection. The KRCL Next Generation project will include a 200-capacity all-ages venue, a permanent incubator for local music. We'll build 3 brand new studios, an art gallery, a conference room, more bathrooms. This is KRCL's long-term home. Construction begins this month with substantial completion by the end of the year, a grand opening next summer, and the Rocky Mountain Community Radio Conference will be here next fall. So how did we get 89% of the way done with this $7 million project? The affordable housing and green building developer Give Group is our biggest supporter, providing construction funding at the outset, a land donation agreement for this property, and ongoing project management. Thank you, Give Group. The Collert Foundation is contributing $1 million and will be naming our new building. I'm eternally grateful to Heather and Lizzie, not only for this gift, but for their deep commitment to creative culture in Utah, supporting many of our other partner organizations as well. Other foundation support so far comes from George S. and Dolores Dory Eccles, Larry H. and Gail Miller, Anonymous, Emma Eccles-Jones, Janet Q. Lawson, and Thomas and Candace D. Individual donors have contributed over $800,000 already, including Rich and Rhonda Stainer naming the stage, Jared and Jesse Richards naming the band room, Steve and Liz Boulay naming the radioactive office, and I'm naming the t-shirt vault because I love our merch. You can learn more and make your own donation at krcl.org/nextgeneration. Thanks to a challenge grant from the Miller Foundation, gifts of $1,000 or more will be matched up to $50,000. We're asking you to make a substantial one-time gift. Contributing to KRCL Next Generation represents a commitment to a legacy that will sustain KRCL as a vital community hub on air, online, and in person for the next half century. You might have noticed I'm very excited today. We have 3 speakers and some live local music for you next. Please join me in welcoming the remarkable community activist and former state legislator, Rebecca Chavez-Hauk.
Thanks, Gavin. Do I got that right? Make sure that I'm loud and clear. See if I can come back to my old days of being a volunteer here at KRCL. It's good to see you all here. As we work to bring the new home of KRCL Community Radio to fruition, I look out at so many familiar faces in this room who have joined us today. And I reflect on the fact that you are the human stars who make up KRCL's history. You got us here. You all, we all, are the bright stars that make up the constellation of community radio, one that is shown continuously over the past 50 years through the programming and the connection offered by KRCL. If you already haven't been invited and are any part of the station's history, I will use this opportunity to draw attention to the 50th Anniversary History Project that a number of our station's veterans have been working on over the past few months. The History Committee is looking for all types of documentation, tapes, program guides, and other mementos of our station's journey. Touch base with Barb Geyer, Chris Rohr, I'm going to have them raise their hands, if you want to learn more, or look to the station's website to connect. I was first asked to contribute as a community member back in 1989. Woohoo! yes, I'm that old. When I came on as a guest of La Voz de la Gente host, Abby Maestas. La Voz was a 30-minute Latino community affairs program that was running during the 80s and 90s. A few months later, Abby asked me if I'd be her co-host, and I stayed in front of the mic for nearly 10 years. Later welcoming Lee Martinez, for those of you who remember Lee, as my co-host. When the public affairs programming was absorbed into what we now know as Radioactive, I co-hosted for a couple of years on that program. Key to my experience on La Voz was the mentorship of our longtime station manager, the late Donna Land Maldonado, who encouraged me to stretch La Voz to be more than a public service program, to reach beyond inviting the likely community leaders and instead welcome emerging grassroots activists and others who wouldn't often be considered as media sources or invited as program guests. I learned so much about community building from my time hosting that program. The stories of how we volunteers and staff have been invited to contribute are as unique as the programming we brought to the table, truly offering something for every one of our listeners. And as the stars of our community constellation, like Donna and others who have moved on into the brightness of the universe, and we all at some point move on, there are new stars coming forward who shine, new programmers, new voices, new leaders, and equally important, new supporters, who now and into the future, through this new home for KRCL, will be deeply invested and embedded in the community, both metaphorically and literally. So here's to us. If I had a glass, I'd be raising that. As we reflect on our journey that got us here, I'm beyond excited to consider what the future holds. Thank you.
Thank you, Rebecca. Next, we'll hear from visionary Give Group founder and director Chris Parker.
That's quite the lead-in. Thank you, Gavin. Greetings, and what a fun day this is. I work with a group called Give. There's several of us here. In fact, Ivan, Amanda, and Roberta really should be accepting this award. Or not award, accepting this moment in time, yeah. This is a really fun day. And truthfully, Give's interest in this building doesn't have a lot to do with radio. In 20, 30, 40 years, I can't tell you how music will be transmitted to anyone. It might be chips in our brains. It might be things in front of our faces that just talk to us all day. But I do know that somewhere there's going to be a 7-year-old learning Mozart on the piano. I know that there's going to be a teenager who has their first experience with Bob Dylan. I know there's someone snuggling up to a fire to an Etta James song, and someone who's questioning their life to Radiohead. There's an eternalness to music, especially great music, that I know will last in 50 or even 100 years when this steel building that's being proposing will last until. But somehow there's also a very deep, momentary nature of music where nothing else really matters when you're in a great song. It also has a very interesting way of combining with your life. It's not a jealous medium. You can do other things while listening to music and have a great time. And because of that, it can innervate into your entire life, which means that 20 or 30 years from now, you might remember a whole category of your existence because you heard a song on the radio, maybe on KRCL. It's rare to have a medium that can span that depth of permanency and make our moments exceedingly special. Generally speaking, this art form is always at risk. If there's a small venue that you know of, it's one developer call to a landlord away from being gone. Or it's one venue owner that's put his whole life into it that just can't do it anymore. And in those situations, we lose the fabric of this medium that matters as much as any other art form I can think of. What you're doing today by supporting KRCL is making permanent the sort of ecosystem and infrastructure to support music. Music needs support. These things do not get rebuilt, especially in an environment right now where things are very expensive. Our entire state, certainly Salt Lake City, is becoming all the more difficult to create a place, a small venue, a place where someone can have their first experience with music, where someone might go ahead and get on stage for the first time and strum out their jitters and become a great singer-songwriter. We have to invest in music in a way that will not be bulldozed, in a way that isn't dependent on the free market interests of the moment. We need to invest in places that will be here forever. And that's exactly what this facility will be. A permanent facility for musicians and people who love music that will not go away because it is owned by an organization that will not let it. We are so excited. We're so excited to support the people that do the hard work, which is actually populating this space and deeply enriching everybody's lives that they touch. Thank you so much for KRCL, and congratulations.
Our final guest speaker this morning is one of KRCL's most beloved personalities on and off the air. Ladies and gentlemen, Shanley Otanas.
A little bit short. I'm known as being the crier, right? And as I listen to the words that people have shared today, I am so inspired. My name is Shanley, and I have been at KRCL for over half of my life. I started when I was 16 years old in Loud and Clear Youth Radio as part of the very first season of Loud and Clear Youth Radio. Since starting in Loud and Clear, I graduated high school. I got 2 college degrees. I got married. I had 2 kids, and I started a business. And KRCL has been a constant in my life through all of those major milestones. And the thing that inspires me the very most, so last night I did a quick search on the youth radio programs that existed when Loud and Clear first started. And I was shocked to find out that I don't think a single one still exists. The longest, one of the longest youth radio programs actually closed shop in 2024. And the thing that, thinking about what is happening today and what is possible for other young people like me, and as I think about Connor from Radioactive, who started in Loud and Clear, and Rebecca's son started in Loud and Clear, and Chovy from Supersound started in Loud and Clear, right? Like, this is just going to continue to uplift the voices of young people, and for other young people to have the kind of experience, the transformative experience that I have had here, is just the greatest thing that I can imagine for our community. And seeing all of you here today, ready and committed to support the music on KRCL, the voices on KRCL, and the experiences that happen here is just, I feel like I'm gonna be on cloud nine for forever. I mean, it's just the most inspiring thing. So thank you so much for being here and being committed to the future of young people, to have creative expression and to discover the greats like Bob Dylan and the Rolling Stones and future music and local bands and all of those things. It's just, it's gonna be great. I know it will, because we have incredible people who are leading us, like Gavin. Thank you so much for everything that you have done for our community here. And eBay, who has also been here since he was 14 years old. The thing is, my story is not unique. It's not unique. There are many of us who have had similar experiences here, and it's just going to continue. So thank you so much for being here, and cheers to the future of KRCL.
I want to thank each of our speakers today and encourage you to stay tuned for live music from Utah's own Brazuca Band. But first, I want to add a huge thank you again for the participation of everyone in this room who helps KRCL thrive. And shout out to volunteers like Glenn McMinn, Angela Dean, and Ian Percy, the station's originators and historians like Stephen Holbrook, Mark Cantor, and Barb Guy, our partners like Give Group and Architecture Belgique and Bonneville Builders, all the members who support our operations, our first 100 donors to this Next Generation campaign, and of course, KRCL's amazing staff and DJs who got us to this point with hard work, dedication, integrity, and so much fun. KRCL is fun. Not everything is fun, and it's one of the things we like about KRCL a lot. I promise I'm wrapping up, but we know that over 1,000 people just contributed to our spring radiothon. Not everybody who loves KRCL can afford to make a donation right now, so it's up to those of us who are moved by this moment. If you have the means to give and you're ready to support the next generation of KRCL, put a check in the mail today. Save us on those credit card fees. Or go to krcl.org/nextgeneration. If you give $1,000, your donation will be doubled thanks to this challenge grant from the Larry H. and Gail Miller Family Foundation. And don't forget, naming opportunities are available, but you can't have the t-shirt vault, that's mine. Just contact us for a list of options. Now that we're announcing the project to the public, all KRCL supporters can feel empowered to share your excitement about this project. It's been hard to keep it a secret for 3 years, but we kind of did it. Let's keep up this inspiring momentum by spreading the word and giving generously. Now I'm tossing it back to the broadcast booth for our host, Eugenie.
What an amazing announcement. Thank you, Gavin. Thank you to everybody who has gotten us here so far. And I can't think of a better way to celebrate music, the growth and strength of music in this community, than to introduce a live band in studio right now. We've got Brazuca Band in studio, Brazilian music made right here in Utah. Diego Campos leading the band. Hey, Diego, are you ready to celebrate with KRCL?
Yes, I am.
Well,
thank you so much, KRCL, for having us.
Thank you for being here, and let's party.
Let's do it. This is Brazilian music made in Utah, live at KRCL. Brazuca demais, mané! Pesadão, pesadão! asfalto. Faz tudo que eu faço de batom, salto alto. Oi, 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 tô indo, ela já foi. Já foi, já foi. Oi, 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 tô indo, ela já foi. Já foi pesadão. Ela vai fazer nascer semente do asfalto. Faz tudo que eu faço de batom, salto alto. Oi, 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 tô indo, ela já foi. Já foi, já foi. Oi, 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 tô indo, ela já foi. Já foi pesadão. Brazuca. Vejo na vitrine que visão tão dela. A vida é mais bonita pela luz dos olhos dela. A sua voz me faz acreditar em coisas do amor, do amor. Ela sabe ser forte onde eu sou fraco. Criptonita pro homem de aço. A sua voz me faz acreditar em coisas do amor. Isso é amor. E ela vai fazer nascer semente do asfalto. Faz tudo que eu faço de batom, salto alto. Oi, 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 tô indo, ela já foi. Já foi, já foi. Oi, 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 tô indo, ela já foi. Já foi, já foi. Ela vai fazer nascer semente do asfalto. Faz tudo que eu faço de batom, salto alto. Oi, 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 tô indo, ela já foi. Já foi, já foi. Oi, 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 tô indo, ela já foi. Já foi, já foi. Oi, como va? Mi ritmo bueno pa gozar. Mulai, oi, como va? Mi ritmo bueno pa gozar. Mr. Roy, chora daqui, vem! Chora! Pesadão, pesadão! Oi, 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 oi. Oi, 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 oi. Oi, 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 oi. Tô indo, ela já foi. Oi, oi, oi. Ah!
Yeah.
It's Brazuca Band live on KRCL. Y'all got another?
Oh yeah, we have a lot more. Let's go. This is Samba made in Utah.
Feel free to sing along if you know the words out there, listeners.
E chora, vem, vem. preto velho, samba de preto tu. Mais que nada, um samba como esse tão legal, você não vai querer que eu chegue no final. Oba, oba, oh, 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 Maria, yo. Oba, 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 oh, 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 Maria, yo. Oba, oba, oba. Chora, neguinho, né? Brazuca demais! Summertime, summertime, and living's easy. Summertime, 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 and living's easy. Somebody, me and my girl, we got a relationship. I love her so bad, but she treats me like. And I lock down like a penitentiary, yeah. Spread the love, our love, and when we just come home, there's no life for me. Summertime, 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 and living's easy. Summertime, 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 and living's easy. Evil, it come with the city that she's evil, most definitely an evil. It's scandalous, she's so evil, most definitely inattention is getting harder. I like to hold her head under water. And me, my girl, we got a relationship. Whoa, whoa, me, my girl, we got a relationship. Whoa, whoa, me, my girl, we got a relationship. Whoa, whoa, me, my girl, summertime, 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 summertime. Whoa, and the living's easy. Summertime, 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 and the living's easy. Chora, neguinho, man. Come on. Energia pra você. Yeah. This one's called Are. Brazilian music made in Utah. We're the Brazuca Band. Live at the KRCL. Come on. Meu escritório na praia ainda não rolou. O jogo aqui tá osso, mas tá sobrando amor. Deixe viver, o mestre já cantou. Temos tão pouco tempo pra viver nosso sonho. Deixe ficar só o que for de bom e aproveita o momento pra dizer eu te amo. Are, 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 are. Eu vou seguir na vida no macete, com a ajuda dos amigos tá perfect. Fazendo não tomar contra a parede, enfrento cada chefe tete a tete. Meu escritório na praia ainda não rolou, o jugo aqui tá osso, mas tá sobrando amor. Deixe viver, o mestre já cantou. Temos tão pouco tempo pra viver nosso som. Deixe ficar só o que for de bom e aproveita o momento pra dizer eu te amo. Vem! Are, 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 are. Chora, vem, vem, vem! Chora, chora, vem, vem! Meu escritório na praia ainda não rolou, o jugo aqui tá osso, mas tá sobrando amor. Deixe viver, o mestre já cantou. Temos tão pouco tempo pra viver nosso som. Deixe ficar só o que for de bom e aproveita o momento pra dizer eu te amo. Are, 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 are. Eu vou seguir na vida num macete, com a ajuda dos amigos tá perfect. Encurralando mal contra a parede, enfrento cada chefe tete a tete. Meu escritório na praia ainda não rolou, o jogo aqui tá osso, mas tá sobrando amor. Deixe viver, o mestre já cantou. Temos tão pouco tempo pra viver nosso som. Deixe ficar só o que for de bom e aproveita o momento pra dizer eu te amo. Are, 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 are. Are means positive vibration. We're very happy to be here at KRCL. Next generation, we're the Brazuca Band, and this is Brazilian music made in Utah. Thank you so much for supporting the Brazilian community and the local music. Very, very grateful. Are, 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 are. Chora, neguinho, Mr. Ramos, come on, come on.
That's Brazuca Band live at KRCL from the KRCL studio. Thank you all so much. What an amazing set of music.
Thank you all.
Do you have shows that are coming up that people need to know about?
Please follow us on our social media. JD, make sure we always say that on every show. Please follow us, BRAZUCA Band. You'll find our next show will be at the Hog Wallow on next Friday. So, yeah. It's our home base.
For any of you guys out in maybe eastern Utah, we're going to play a hippie music festival later this summer called Desert Reverie. So stay tuned for that one. Come catch us in the desert later in May. I believe we're playing May 7th.
We're playing Building Man and Desert Reverie.
And
it's at KRCL, and we'll get you on the guest list.
Oh, that is so generous of you all. Thank you so much for offering that.
Thank you, guys.
And thank you for being down here. We're really excited about the next generation of KRCL, and we're so happy that you guys helped usher us into this next generation with just a fun set of music. And folks, you all can find more details about all of those shows on our website at krcl.org. Thank you, Brazuca Band.
Thank you, guys.
And for the rest of the midday show, I've got more songs and bands that were recorded live here at KRCL. We're going to hear from Duran Jones and the Indications. They were in 2018, performing live at your community radio station. We'll also try and get in some Hot Tuna. They were down here live in 2017. It's KRCL, it's middays. Thank you for being a part of this community radio station.
Support for KRCL comes from Red Butte Garden and Arboretum, presenting its annual Spring Orchid Show on April 4th and 5th, and Bonsai Show on April 11th and 12th. Details at redbuttegarden.org.
Back in 2018, Duran Jones and the Indications came down to KRCL, and they sat in with eBay during his show, and they all crammed into the studio into a much smaller space than we have now. Here is live from KRCL from 2018, Duran Jones and the Indications.
Waiting on my true love. 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 And I get so tired of people wondering what I'm doing. But I'm waiting for you. And girl, I waste my time and spend it on my wishes, baby. Just wishing that you're waiting too. Oh, so I'm waiting. Oh, yeah. Waiting on my true love. Yes, you know I'm waiting. Waiting on my true love. Girl, you know I'm waiting. Waiting on my true love. Yes, you know I'm waiting on my true love. I can't sugarcoat it. I'm devoted to the notion of me and you. And I'm hoping that you're open of your heart, cause you feel it too. Oh, my mother, you'd wrap me in the feelings that I feel. And my father, well, he told me, boy, those feelings ain't real. So I'm waiting for you, girl. Come and find me, so I can leave this lonely world behind me. Oh, so I'm waiting. Oh, yeah. Waiting on my true love. Baby, baby, baby. Waiting on my true love. Ooh. Waiting on my true love. Yes, you know I'm waiting. Waiting on my true love. You know I get so tired sitting here at night, wishing and wondering and dreaming when you'll be by my side. You know I get so tired sitting here alone, wondering why you ain't never come along. Oh, baby, waiting on my true love. Yes, you know I'm waiting. Waiting on my true love. And oh, I get so tired of waiting on my true love. Girl, you know I'm waiting. Waiting on my true love. Girl, you know, yeah, yeah. Yes, you know I'm waiting. Waiting on my true love. And oh, I get so tired of waiting on my true love. Yes, you know I'm waiting. Waiting on my true love. Oh, waiting on my true love. Yes, you know I'm waiting. Waiting on my true
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, a nickel is a nickel, dime is a dime. Need a new gal, she won't mind. Tell me how long. Well, do I have to wait? Can I get you now, baby? Must I hesitate?